Thank you very much, Deputy Presiding Officer. Can I too open by thanking James Kelly for securing this debate, and also putting on record my thanks to Scott Walker and the other members of Unite who have worked so hard in tackling this issue, and I too should declare an interest, as I am a member of Unite too. The fact that James Kelly brings this debate is no surprise, because of the seriousness of it and because of the work that James Kelly does in representing his community of Cambuslang and indeed in dealing with such significant issues. As I say, it's a very serious matter in very serious times. But of course the effects of these job losses spread beyond Cambuslang. The proximity of the plant to my own constituency inevitably means that it has significant consequences for people in the East End of Glasgow, as a number are employed in the plant. And a range of issues already have been highlighted in this debate, and I would want to perhaps select one or two for that. And obviously, as many members have said, in this situation, context is everything. In a downturn of this significance, it is vital that we do all that we can to protect jobs, and all work in this Parliament to do that. I genuinely don't think I have to persuade anyone in the Chamber about the consequences of unemployment and the real human effects that can have on individual families, on local communities, but also within the broader society itself. It is not just out of sympathy or empathy that we want to tackle unemployment. It is for sound, solid, good economic reasons that we want to intervene and protect jobs, and I hope the Minister will refer to that. But if I can be forgiven, I would want to draw people's memories to the experience of the East End of Glasgow during the 1980s, where I would argue that particular part of Scotland paid far too heavy a price for the scale of unemployment it experienced, and its experience of feeling virtually abandoned at that time, and we can never ever allow that to happen again. And therefore I would want to specifically address a number of issues that other members have alluded to as we try and tackle the very serious situation at Vaughan. Marks and Spencers, as others have said, do promote themselves as ethical traders, and I'm sure that that's what attracts many of us to shop there. I'm sure I do my own fair share of shopping generally, but particularly Marks and Spencers, and that's part of the attraction. But I would have to say I think that image is somewhat undermined if, in their search for cost-cutting and efficiencies, they will remove their work from a site where workers have negotiated relatively good terms of conditions to another site where perhaps workers are not so well organised or so well protected. Then I think that begs the questions of the image of Marks and Spencers. And I know that many of us on this side of the chamber do believe that it is possible to get a balance between commercial interests and a policy that does protect the workers. So I do hope that Marks and Spencers will listen to what the trade union and ourselves as representatives are saying, and would reiterate the comments about hopefully that the Minister will address that. But as James Kelly has also said, Richard Lochhead announced £75 million of funding to help food producers access new markets and to boost profitability. Now we recognise, and I welcome what the Scottish Government did there, we recognise that action was taken in order to protect the food industry at this particular time, and it means that action has to be taken. So can I ask the Minister, in conclusion, can he tell us, is he prepared to use that £75 million as a direct assistance to the workers at Cambuslang and in the East End of Glasgow? Will that money directly help? Will, in his discussions with the trade union, will he meet the workers there, perhaps come to Cambuslang, perhaps meet my constituents, hear their experience so we can mobilise all the resources of the Parliament to make sure that we support people there and do absolutely everything we can never to repeat the experience of mass unemployment as people did in the past, and make sure that we use all the levers to protect the workers at Vaughan and protect those very important communities in Cambuslang and the East End of Glasgow. Thank you.